Hi everyone, welcome back. So this is another video to basically conclude what I started. For those who are new to my channel, I make designs, t-shirt designs for trends. Just whatever's trending, I just try to get on that. And so in my last video, I started a design for um, a recent trend on TikTok, which is the bombastic side eye. So I tried to get a character um, to express, that side eye glance. Obviously, she's smiling or somewhat smiling, as opposed to being or frowning, which is the usual thing. I just wanted something a bit cute. But now I want to tidy up the character, finally add the last part of the work, which is adding the actual slogan, bombastic side eye, criminal offensive side eye. But before I continue, don't forget to subscribe if it's the kind of thing that you're into. Yeah, and I'm just gonna crack on really. So the first thing I want to change, it shouldn't take me too much time to do, is I just noticed that her eyebrows are a bit higher than um, what I would have liked. I mean, I don't think they're bringing out a perfect representation of, what I want. So what I'm going to do is, I think I have the eyebrows somewhere. So for this image, I am going to take this down a notch. I'm not going to mess it up too much, but I want to see what this would be like oh, if I were to move it down, what kind of effect it would have. I'd also tilt it out a bit and then take it down. Let's see how she looks now. Does she look like she's a bit more irritated? I don't know. What do you think, guys? I'm just playing around with this. Uh, yeah, not too bad. Um, I think it might be a good idea to also bring this eyebrow as well a bit inwards. Nope, not working. Oopsie. This is what I hate. This is when I have colored in something and is it gonna be the ink? Maybe it's, let me see, eyebrow. Let's see. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can, if she'd look a bit different. I don't know, what you think? Should I have left it where it was? I don't know, I don't know. Let me see how it was previously. So I don't end up correcting. Okay, you know what? I'll leave this here, but this one, I'm happy with it being a bit lower. Um, and now what I want to do is start putting in, I'm going to start adding in the words. So the words are bombastic side eye, criminal offensive side eye. Easy to work with. Um, yeah, so first of all, I'm going to put in bombastic. Some way, somehow, I want to move this out of the way. Right. So let's see what we can do with bombastic. Blah, 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 blah. I'm really trying. Okay, you know what? Maybe best to make this another layer, duplicate the layer. Here, then with this one, I can delete. Yeah, okay, so let's start working on this layer. You want to transform it. Yeah, I think this is fine. And then I can start dragging these up. The idea for me is to fit them the words into the hair, into her hair. That would create the effect that I am looking for. So I'm going to be working on that. The good thing about a pattern like this is you don't have to um, be too fussed about getting it all. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's her afro. You're fitting it to fall within her afro. So as long as it can get within her afro, you are safe with the design, and that's what I am going to be working on. So not much to see here. Whether or not I would, because I'm torn in between letting it all fit perfectly within her afro and just letting it slightly bleed out, the word bleed out in to the outside, which would create a very good effect. The only problem with that is it may look untidy. Well, it's less an issue of tidiness, but more also about the color. Because um, if you are having a design like this, and then the last thing you want to do is um, have a color that is the same as what you want in terms of your background, the background of the shirt. So, for instance, I'm quite happy with having the lettering white. Using white as the color for the lettering is quite good. It's neat. It will stand out. Um, and So if I want to use white, which is what I'm doing for the coloring, then I have to consider what kind of shirt I want it to be on. I want it to be on a white shirt. This design, I want to be on a white shirt, light shirts actually. So white, yellow, anything that's light colored. And so if my point anyways, if I end up having something like, most of the white bleed out, then people might not be able to figure out what the word is because they won't be able to see parts of it. Anyway, so I've slid in Bombastic, looking really nice, looking really fly. Um, the next word to get in there would be, yeah. So I'll leave these. This shouldn't matter that much. So that is Bombastic for you. First word in, Bombastic. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and see if I can get side eye in there, and then criminal offensive side eye. So let's see how we get on. You know what? Let me try this. Just bring it down a bit. I don't know. I don't know. No, I think I'm happier with it being that way. Okay, so let's bring in side eye. Make another layer. Okay, there. Um, and for this, right. Um, so I'm gonna I should label these layers to make it easier to work with. So while this is bombastic, yep, this one will be side eye. So let's work on side eye. Let's work on side eye. Tilt it a bit. You know what? I don't want to make the words too big. Come on. Right. Now with these two, just as I did with the top ones, the idea would be to transform them. Um, I want something really nice to work with here, so let's move this a bit upwards. Yep, slightly upwards. So completely working the way I want it to work, but it's not bad either. I want here a bit. I want this going up, but this side depressed in. But I don't have enough markers. That was what went wrong with this one. Right. Okay. It's not too bad. Yeah, not too bad at all. Yep, that's good. And then drag this up as well. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, let it E look like it's on the same level. Oh, I love this font, and I can't remember what font it is. Wonderful. Just classic for K. Right. I think this is what I'm looking for. Yep, bombastic side eye. Um, the next part of this would be criminal. So I want criminal to kind of slide in here. This is going to be tougher to work with, but C criminal, offensive, then side eye. Um, so let's get rid of the other ones. Delete those. And then we also want to delete criminal offensive. First of all, let me duplicate the layer. So I wonder what projects, you are up to. Who wants to drop a comment? Let me know what you're into, what you're working on at the moment. Um, if you're working with Clip Studio Paint, do you want to share some tips or any help you might need? Drop me a message. I I have been using Clip Studio Paint for a long while now, so I may be able to help. I'm not in any way claiming to be an expert on Clip Studio Paint, but I may have um, a few ideas, and we might be able to bounce off a few ideas off each other. I don't know. Um, so just let me know what you're up to. Criminal, offensive. Now this might be a bit tricky, but I am up for the challenge. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. To be honest, it might be a better idea to let's just apply that for now. Maybe adjust. This is why I'm quite happy that I picked these words. It's good to separate them. That's why it's a good idea to keep them separate so you can work on them without the risk of the words meddling in with each other. The problem with criminal is obviously it's a long word. So if I don't find a way to work with it, it would affect offensive as well. So I'm trying to get criminal within here. Let's see. It will work. It will work. Let me just start by defining the boundary. So that's the boundary. Everything else I can play with. So let me start by, if this were criminal, I would first arrange AL in a way that it's kind of straight, not perfectly straight, but as close to it as possible, because I want it to bend around this area. So that's criminal. Would I make these? I think maybe, you know what, I'm going to leave these ones separate. I'll deal with I separately. So let's move criminal. Um, Mesh transformation for this. Okay, so let's transform these. Okay, it's not allowing me to do much with it, but I can try. Pull I, yeah, pull this here, pull A as well. This is good. Yep, this is working well. Let's pull the I. It would be great if I and N, I don't want to move them too much from that area. But yeah, it would be great if they could no more kind of bend a bit towards here. Yep, this is better. Yep, I feel this is much better. Yep. And then I want to move I a bit because I's not completely in where I want it to be. So do I enlarge I? Maybe make it a bit larger. Uh, yeah, so increase its length. Okay, maybe this will work better now. Then obviously move these guys. I'm going to work on M now. M is quite a complex letter to manipulate whilst in a word. It's one of the difficult ones. So if side is going to be here, what I'm going to do, I'm just breaking these words. So I don't know what I'm going to do to M yet, but let's say I can side I, yeah, criminal. So CRI, I, see, okay, yeah, I can work with this. So let's see what we can do to M over here. See what we can do to M if I transformed it, mesh transformation. Okay, so what can we do to M without affecting I too much? Okay, so yep, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I want to stretch M as high as I can in this art. Um, yeah, stretch M as high as possible. There's going to be another I here, um, and then R and C. Okay, let's say this was it for now. Yep, criminal, offensive side I. Next thing to do is please don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, share channel if you're interested in this, and I will make more videos. It's actually something that I think I can do and enjoy doing if I'm getting the right kind of engagement. Um, well, to be honest, whether or not I get the right engagement is what I'm going to do because I think I like this. It's something I can sustain. So, but it'll be good to get some engagement on it. So now it's I don't want this to look too weird, and I want people to still be able to see the word criminal, to read the word criminal on it. So I'm not going to play too much with positions here. Move R. So when R comes over here, I'm gonna make it give it a slight twist, um, enlarge it a bit with a slight twist. Yeah, don't want it to touch that too much. Cool. And then last but not least, C. There's no, the good thing about design of this nature is there's no perfect way to do it. You try to cover as much space as you can, work with the space you've got, um, and at the end of the day, it will still be seen for what it is, which is beautiful. As long as the words um, have some kind of arrangement to them, some you know what I mean. Sometimes I just feel like say too much, speaking too much. As long as there's some kind of arrangement there, it will be fine. So I think I'm going to move this R. I want to move it a bit upwards. Let's fill that gap there. Um, and then, yeah, I'll move this M a bit as well. Something's gone wrong with my mouse mid-video, which is annoying. So it might be a bit of a challenge for me right now to zoom in, but I'll do my best to finish this video all the same. Yeah, I like the way that's coming in. I'm just going to have maybe a bit of a challenge with this C, but let's see how we get on. It's the C that's the main challenge now, but if I just put it above criminal, if I just put it above, it would still, it should still have some meaning. It should be clear to people what, the message is. Oops. I don't want the words to touch each other. Yep, so um now I think for C I'm going to have to with the space that I have because I don't there are different ways in which you could cope with this. Um if you were the one you could decide to Um, you could decide to shrink the words, but I'm not feeling that right now. I might change my mind later on. Right, so this is a bombastic side eye, criminal, offensive side eye. So here there is a space that could easily be fixed. I would, for this particular one, just put in a C and put in a circle, um, and it should be fine. And it would be all part of the design eventually. So there you go. Bombastic side eye, criminal, offensive side eye. So let me put in criminal. I want to get criminal in here. But at the same time, I want to get rid of, oh no, I've got criminal in here. I wanted to get rid of criminal. Delete that. And now let's see what we can do with offensive. Bring offensive over here. Maybe shrink it down a bit. I don't know. Let's see. I can't remember. Might not be the greatest idea to shrink it down. I'll twist it around and see what I can do in terms of playing with it. Yep, this is something I can work with. So I'll put off all offensive. Let's see how we get on with offensive. I just like how criminal comes here. Um, so for offensive, I'm just going to start moving the words about to separate them as much as I can. And the clue is to first arrange them the way I've just brushed this somewhat. But the clue is first to arrange them the way you would want them to be um, on the design. So maybe what I'm going to be doing for now is just trying to get offensive, trying to get arrange the words first of all, and then take it from there. Uh, right, then you twist over to this end. Yeah, so I recommend Clip Studio Paint. I think it's amazing. It's intuitive. I say it's intuitive, but the truth is, it was a simpler program. To be truthful, I had a simpler program, and that made me understand Clip Studio Paint. So I was working with Pencil 2D. Shout out to the developers for Pencil 2D, um, for being able and for those who sponsored its development so far, because it's a software that's free to use, and it's your basic cartoon making um, software. You can also do some image editing on it, but I haven't done much on that. Obviously, not as um, robust as I'd imagine. Anyway, I haven't tried it, but I don't think it's as robust as what's the name? I don't think it's as robust as I'm so focused on what I'm doing, I can't even get names right. I don't think it's as robust as Photoshop, but it is definitely worth using all the same. Definitely worth using all the same. All right, I think we're so yeah. So this might be a bit of let me see. Let me just start working on it. First thing I want to do is make another layer, duplicate this layer, Take this off and we'll call this offensive. Okay, and we want to delete this part and come back here. Focus on offensive. So what is it about offensive? Let's see if we can get E over somewhere here. It's weird. What just happened? What? It says there's no object to transform. What do you mean? What have I done? There's no object to transform. What do you mean there's no object to transform? Sorry guys, I'm having a bit of a... I don't know what I've gone and done. Done something that I shouldn't have. Let's see if it's this one. What happened to... No, it's not side eye. I want to transform offensive. It's offensive I want to transform. Don't tell me I deleted the entire thing. Ah. So, where's offensive then? Offensive is there. Why can't I transform offensive? What's gone wrong? Oh, it's because of this. Possibly. Alright, figured it out. I'll put as much as I can in there. See what I can play with. Okay, so I'm going to try and drag F first. Okay. And then E. I want to see if I can drag it all the way here. It's looking very untidy. I hope it's not going to cause me any issues further down the line, but if it does, I'll just, start it over again. Okay, so yeah, because it was beginning to stretch. Let's see. Yep, I want E coming as low as it can, but that's affecting N. But that's fine for now, as long as I can. Okay. Now, offensive. So I need to separate. I think a good thing to do would be to, yeah, let's get N out of there. This is taking me longer than I imagined it would. I hope I haven't spent too much time on this. I think it's probably about 30 minutes or so. So maybe it will be better to bring N slightly to this end. Okay. Get S. Change the orientation of S as well. I want to... What else can I do? What else can I do? If I change S's orientation, I may be able to squeeze in I. over here maybe. Now I'm just playing around. Um, if I comes here, let me see if I reposition these, whether it would still look like offensive is the word. I think so. I think so. Let's get E in to the picture first. Oops. Ooh. It's caught out E. Oh no. Um, cancel. Can I drag E in? Even though it wasn't there previously, it's been cut out. Oh no, that's annoying. I do not have the time to play around with this, so I'm just gonna. Good thing is I have another E in the word in the design, so I'm just gonna cut you out. That's a shame. Cancel. Delete you. Side eye. Um, I need your E. I'll just make a copy of that if that's okay. Copy and paste. And then I want to move you out. Cool. So come over here. Switcheroo. Offensive. Yeah, let's see if this goes together. If these go together this way. Yep. I don't know. It looks a bit funny. It looks like offense us. Yeah, it does look like offense us. So I will. What else can I do? I'll shrink. No object to transform. Offensive. I'll shrink n. Do a turn for n. Offend. Okay. Take v away. Yep. Then instead. Ooh. Right. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see what we can do to you. Get you acting properly. So, offense. Uh, my mouse has got a mind of its own, and I didn't get any. I didn't even think it was this bad. No clue whatsoever. So I'm gonna get just like I did for the other one. I'll put a bit of an O there. Um, let's see if this works. This might actually work better than my previous arrangement. Da, 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 da. Shrink this a bit. Switcheroo. Right. Extend it a bit, just a tiny bit, so that, okay. And then side icon. I don't know if it's this one, but let me see. Nope, it's not you. So it must be you, I hope. Okay. And then just shrink this guy just a tiny bit. Okay. Now add in a circle over here just for, oh no. My my mouse is just This is worse than anything I've experienced making a video before. My mouse giving up mid-video. I'm gonna try and work with it all the same. It's got me through most of this, for which I am grateful. But just try and be a bit more patient with me. I'll be done. Okay, so it doesn't look too bad. Uh, I mean, in an ideal world, this will not even be an issue, but it is for me. I'm just still thinking what would be. I mean, I like these coming off this way. So I'm thinking maybe I should. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Let's see if I can move S a bit, just a tiny bit away. Create some space for N to come in between S. Right, shrink S a bit, just a tiny bit, not too much, so people still know there's an S. Right, and let's see what I can do with N. Coolio. Making sense, making sense. Woo! That looks nice. Okay, okay. Maybe it looks better now. Yep, it does definitely look better. I am now going to transform that a bit more. See if I can do a bit more to end there. Just a tiny bit more. Make N a bit more extended. Obviously that would affect S as well, but I'm doing it for N. Um, yeah, it's okay. I won't work too much on that. The main thing has been done, which is criminal offensive. So now the last part of it is side eye. Let's bring that into view, and I'll see if I can. This shouldn't be hard to walk on. Side eye should be easy to move. Just need to position it properly. Some edges here and there, nothing major. See what we can do. Yeah, just what I wanted. S, and then I can do a lot with the D. Then I will take side eye as well. Turn it this way instead. And that's your side eye there. And so all that's left now is to blend them up. I think to make it easier, I'll make side and eye this will be side, and this will be eye. Then for side, I'll get this out. Let's delete it. Thank you. Okay. And then for eye, I'll get this deleted. Okay, now let's go back to side. Edit, transform, mesh transformation. What's going on here? Something's going on. Right, I'm going to ignore all of that. It's not too much time I've got left to play about. Oh, no, it's not working. Why don't we? I stretched you. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to think too much about that one. It's side, right? It's clearly side. Yeah, coolio. All right. Okay, and for you, you are deleted. Okay, let's happens here. Okay. Ah, I deleted the wrong thing. It's too much. I deleted the wrong thing. Okay, so yeah, looking better. Let's come over here and transform this as well. Oh, Cassie's tired. Cassie's my daughter, just in case you're wondering. I didn't expect that to come up in the video, but I am. I do have a beautiful daughter who's Cassie, and she's just yawned. Right, right. I won't do that too. Yeah, we want it to still look like a Y, not a V. Okay, take that out. Yeah, that'll make it better. Yeah, cool, cool. Nope, nope, nope. No, let's do this. Cool, cool. Yep, definitely better. Much, much better than I even thought it was going to be in the first place. So, this is my design. Um, Obviously, I'm sure if I probably put more attention to it, it'd probably turn out even better. But the main idea, like I said, was to have someone looking sideways with some kind of an expression. She's a bit amused, but looking sideways all the same. And it's reading bombastic side eye, criminal, offensive side eye. And that's what I wanted. So thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if it's the kind of thing that you're into. And I'll see you in the next video. Anyone who wants to see a picture of the final shirt, you could send me a comment and I can drop that as well. So till the next video, guys, take care. Cheers.